Nobody's gonna believe me. Oh, ain't nobody gonna believe me either.
Hello, and welcome to Heaven and Hell Tarot. Right now, I want to get into a lover's spread. We want to look at the current situation between you and your lover, or you and your partner. Okay, it could be a situation, but it's you and someone else, you and something else, something you have partnered with. All right, lover's spread. You can take what resonates with you and leave the rest on the table. But let's see what these cards have to say. Alright, so we want to see what the current situation is between. First of all, we want to give these cards a really good shuffle, because this is just going to be a general lover's reading. Okay? Current situation. Current situation. The Knight of Cups. Well, it's very romantic and it's emotional. Okay, so chivalry, romance. That's the current situation between you and this person. Let's see. So far, so good. So far, so good. Chivalry, romance, that's what you want to see in a relationship. In a lover's spread, you want to see chivalry. Move real slow. Okay, whoever this person is, or persons, there's a slow, sure connection with the Knight of Cups. Chivalry, romantic communications, wine and dining, slow and steady winning the race type-ish. Gentle, ushers, let me love you gently energy. Uh-oh, here we go, right here. The two moods. Your mood, their mood. How you view it, how they view it. How you view it, big changes. Something about to shake up. This is how you perceive it. Okay, these are your feelings behind it. Something's gotta change. Something's gonna change. Okay, chaos. Maybe you awaken into a new level of freedom. Maybe that's what this romantic, chivalrous energy is allowing you to have now. Is a new level of freedom, which is a big change for you. Which is a big change for you. This person, let me see, Eight of Swords in reverse. I would say that this person is moving forward. And, you know, they recognizing that it's a time for a change. And, I mean, so far y'all still on the same page. This change seems chaotic to you, but that's just because it's chivalrous, probably. And that is a big change for you. But this person has some focus. They got their mind in the game. They definitely finna get out of this. Whatever old ways they've had, because they moving on. They trying to make sure this happens. This chivalry goes down. Alright, well, I want to focus on your fears and your big wishes. What fears does the seeker? What fears are for the tower? What fears are for the tower? Seven of Wands and Seven of Wands is in your fears. Maybe you feel like you overprotective and you express yourself too much. Might be. May I suggest your fear is that you're not operating in your soft girl era, even though you, the hearer, might be a male. There's a lot of, I mean, both of y'all looking at it chivalrously, so I'm just suggesting that maybe this big change is that you learning how to let somebody else do them while you do you. Because this is showing up in your fear. When it comes to what you're scared of in this partnership, in this relationship, it looks as if the cards are saying that you are protective and self-expressive and courageous. So I'm suggesting that because of that, maybe you feel like you just haven't been operating in your soft girl era, and maybe that is scary for you. So let's see what your wishes are. Even though that's a prayer, your wishes are the Nines of Wands. See, you are protective. You know that protection is good for you know, the person that you are with. It's that person likes it. They don't think you're doing too much, but you gonna have to be soft, okay? Like switch the tone up. Maybe find some new lingo. You know, the N word is big nowadays. Everybody and their mama want to say nigga this, my nigga, my bitch. Maybe switch it up and call the person my woman, my lady, my love, my dove. Maybe switch it up and call him your man, your protector, your king. You know, because this is what you really hoping for. You really hoping for this completion, okay? It's right before wish fulfillment. So this is what you thinking, like, oh my God, this is like, it just looks like everything I was expecting. And I feel so complete. I feel so protective, so protected and safe in this space with this person. So may I suggest your soft girl era. Let's see what your partner's fears are. Let's see what is the Eight of Swords in reverse fears. What is the Eight of Swords in reverse fears? Okay. But sometimes we can't always get a jumper, you know what I mean? What is the Eight of Swords in reverse fears? The Eight of Swords in reverse fears. Relationship. Seven of Coins in reverse. And the Eight of Cups is the wishes. Okay. Oh my goodness. What is going on over here? Mercy. Okay. Seven of Coins in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. Needs to focus, is focusing. Right? Well, they need to focus, move forward. Oh, okay. Let's see what's going on. You just trying to spice it up? This person over here just trying to spice it up, and that's the change? Because your fear is that maybe you're not operating in your soft girl era, but their fear is anxiety, impatience, and losing faith. Yeah, no wonder you need to focus. No wonder your partner needs to focus, because they losing their faith. This person might be a little bit toxic though, for real, because the Eight of Cups in the wish, in the ultimate wishes spot is just tripping me out, because The Eight of Cups is trying to let go. It's trying to cut something as a loss. Yeah. This person definitely needs to focus. This person over here needs to focus. This person over here needs to focus big time. This person has got some anxiety. Why they losing faith? Because you changing? Oh, you know what? This person losing faith because you want to change. Because you want to be in your soft girl era. Because that makes you feel good. And you looking for that change. You know what I'm saying? You looking for that change to come about. And that is freaking this person out. They're like, no, let's go back to the way it was and let's just stay there because I'm at a loss and I don't want to cut you. I don't want to count you as a loss, but I'm going to have to if you don't want to be rough and tough. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this person really does. It makes sense now why they really do need to focus. So right now, it's all chivalry, romance, sweet talk, but you trying to switch it up. You trying to switch it up. And you don't mind the switch up because the chivalry is still there. The proof is in the pudding. But this person ain't trying to switch it up. This person trying to figure out the switch up is making them uncomfortable and they trying to focus on how they can not feel that. But you switching it up, trying to not have the anxiety about being too strong, too independent for a person. Exercise yourself in your soft girl era because that you know you would do better. You know you would do better. You know, wish fulfillment. You know you would do better. This isn't wish fulfillment card, but the placement of this card is your wishes. And you know you would operate better for you and your partner if you were able to operate in your soft girl era. And that's why you are afraid of that. This person gets that. They understand that about you. And them knowing that you want to operate, see, they know what's up. That's why them swords is there. And instead of them trying to figure out how to get out, they know exactly how to get out of their anxieties. And that's to keep you in yours. Yeah, because this person, they have to let go of the anxieties. They don't have a choice if they're going to stay with you. And it looks like you guys do want the same thing. It definitely looks like you guys want the same thing with the Knight of Cups. I'm going to have to do something different, so I ain't got to pick these cards up. But anyways, yeah. Both of y'all have very romantic communication with this Knight of Cups in y'all's current situation. And I want to say that is very healthy. Keep that up. I believe you guys will make it through it. With that being said, I believe you guys will make it through it because of the romantic and chivalrous communication. Now, with that being said, with that being understood and present on the table, let's see what your insecurities are. What is the insecurities of this person over here? Let's see what your partner's insecurities are. What is the Eight of Swords insecurities? Why they feel like they feel. Ooh, you got a whole lot of insecurities. Oh my gosh. Jesus Christ. You got a whole lot of insecurities. Your partner does, not you. Let me see. So prosperity, leadership, determination. The need for self-care. Ooh, this person might be experiencing some burnout, trying to keep up with the chivalry. Maybe that's reason for the anxiety. Six of Wands, victory, success, and accomplishment. Let me see. Yeah. Hold on. This person is so determined. They are focused on this chivalry, and they are determined, honey, to make sure this works. But they do need to slow down. They do need to rest. They don't need to burn out. They need some time for self-care. All I can say is this person is so determined to make sure that they meet this chivalrous need, that they are taking ultimate authority over their decision making, over what they do every day, just to make sure this is happening, just to make sure this is happening in this relationship. They are having some anxieties, and this is what their insecurities are. This is what their insecurities are. Can they meet the need? Is their determination enough? Is their authority actually authoritative? Are they actually going to be victorious in this pursuit? Because they are feeling burnt out. And I say that because we got the King of Pentacles, Four of Swords in reverse, Six of Wands, and the Emperor in the insecurities spot. Let's see what your insecurities are. What is the Tower's insecurities? The Tower's insecurities. Ooh, so we got possible burnt out with this person. As far as can they keep up? They want to know if they can keep up. Oh, your insecurities. Whew, poor thing. You wondering if you can be generous enough. That's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. Like I said before, you need to change your tone. Step into your soft girl era. Stop saying my nigga. Stop saying my bitch. You know, don't refer to your best friend as that hoe. This slut over here. Nah, my queen, my entrepreneur. Okay? Girl, you so witty. You know, give each other read the dictionary. Understand? So anyways, your insecurities is that you're wondering if you could be generous enough. If you could actually bring about good fortune. Are you able to show this person the appropriate amount of generosity in this relationship and not breadcrumb them? You insecure because you believe you a breadcrumber. Somebody told you wasn't sugar, honey, iced tea, and you believed it. This person don't think it. That's why they talking so sweet to you in this relationship, trying to, you know, convince you. They getting a little burnt out trying to keep up with the chivalry. And I think it's nice if you'll give them some time to rest. I think that would be generous of you to allow this person to rest. But right then and there, that is your insecurity. If you are able to be generous enough to this person in the way that meets their needs. But I really do feel confident as far as what these cards is telling me. It's about this relationship, and the reason I do is because the situation y'all in is the Knight of Cups with each other. Y'all are already off to a great start with each other because y'all are speaking romantically and chivalrously to each other. Y'all working on making sure y'all give each other the right words for assurance, the verbal affirmation, confirmation. Y'all doing great at that, and it's laced with romance. It's laced with romance, hence the Knight of Cups. So anyways, we want to see what the solutions are. We want to see what the solutions are. Okay. Well, like I said, they can't all be jokers. Queen of... Ooh. Okay. So you got... excuse me about that. You got the Queen of Wands. Well, you're able to produce something, that's for sure. Okay, so you have a gentle feminine manipulation, and it's very powerful. You're able to be creative, and you two are determined to make this work. You're determined despite the insecurities, and that's good. So that's your solution. Determination, be the Queen of Wands, be focused, be powerful, be feminine, and full of passion. See, there go that passion. Y'all, this guy though, this is how he's gonna make it work. He's gonna have to turn his world upside down. He's gonna have to be a little bit disappointed. Somehow this person is still coming up with the short end of the stick. I don't know how, but this person is still coming up with the short end of the stick. And this is how they're gonna have to make it work. They are gonna have to just accept it. That to keep up with this, even though they might feel like they getting burnt out, but if this romance is what you want, yep, you're gonna have a little bit of make sure I'm giving you the right one. I believe that's right. That's the world. 21. Yeah. That's some disappointment because your world is upside down. You're feeling a bit empty, isolated, and by yourself. May I suggest Jesus? Because all this romance with this person is still not going to give you what you might be seeking. So I do advise, I mean, I don't want to offend nobody by saying Jesus. If it ain't Jesus, a higher power. But since everybody and their mama know who Jesus is, that's why I said him. Yeah, so you can get the picture. If you're scared, go to church. But if you can't get to church, do something at home. Okay. I'm gonna clean this up and come right back and see what this spread looks like with the Heaven and Hell cards. Okay. I just want to cleanse these cards for clarity, for this time, for prudence. Yep, we want to do a lover's spread. We're going to piggyback off the last one. Let's see what's lying underneath, what shadows is lurking, or what light you guys are working with. Okay? Or what light y'all working with. Now, I'm going to do this a little different. We ain't finna do no jumpers unless it's just the current situation for it, but everything else is getting laid out. Everything else is going to get laid out. I guess that's everything we starting with. Current situation, you, how you feel, how they feel. Okay? Ooh, and then we got your fears, your wishes, their fears, their wishes. Alright? That's where we at. That's where we starting. Now we want to get their insecurities. Wait a minute. Nah, your insecurities. And then their insecurities. Let's see how y'all finna come back together with a solution and a solution. Fuck. Ooh. Ego and hatred. Okay, so it's a lot of romantic talk going on, but it's a lot of ego. And y'all hate that. Both of y'all do. See? It looks great. It looks like it's, it looks very elegant. It looks grander. All that chivalrous communication. But what's really going on underneath is ego and hatred. Let's see how you feel about that. You acting naughty. You acting up. I mean, that's what it say. You acting up. Acting spoiled. Political authority. Talking your shit. Okay, Congress. Okay, America. Let's see how they feel about that. Ooh, spiritual communication. See, they walking in light, but the situation is dark. Underlying factor, a bit of ignorance. But they picking up on your spirit, whether you good or not. Whether you walking in light or darkness. Let's see what your fears are. See what you're scared of. Unrestrained living. If you're so afraid of unrestrained living, why you got this situation? Oh, okay. My bad, the camera froze or something. Unrestrained living is your fear. You don't want nobody telling you what to do you? You don't want nobody telling you what to do. Look at that number 5. Just conflicted. You in a relationship, you have to switch up. Remember, the fear in the other deck was you not wanting to, you was afraid of being in your soft girl era. You have to switch up. You can't be who you want to be if you're going to be in a relationship. You can't be only you all the time. You have to switch up a little bit and see, look at you wishing for loyalty. You have to change. Yeah, you wishing for loyalty. Now, you can't get what you ain't giving. So if you want some loyalty from your partner, I mean, first of all, recognize that underneath all that romantic talk, all of that chivalry and romance, it's some ego and some hatred going on. Because maybe y'all not getting down to the nitty gritty with all that sweet talk. Giving yourselves cavities and stuff instead of eating stuff that's got some substance. Speaking of which, let me go check on my beans. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. All right, your fears, your wishes. Let's see what their fears are. Extreme opposite or opposing fractions. Maybe opposites don't attract. Maybe we too much not alike. Maybe our opposites are not as attractive as I thought. Or maybe I just can't deal with it. But see, this person is motivated. See, that's where that 8 of Swords was coming in, man. They trying their best to focus on how can they make this work. But in reality, they see what's happening. It's too much of a difference. I don't know. This person might seem a little toxic, though. They hoping you rebel. Why? So they can take the blame? Yeah. So somebody else can take the blame, I mean? So they don't have to have accountability? Submission to a higher order. They hoping, they like, man, forget all them opposites don't attract. Shoot, they finna make this work. That's what this rebellion is coming in. That's where it's in their wish spot. That's why it's showing up as something that they hope, that they ultimately wishing for. Wow. Somebody got ego and somebody got hatred. But either way, y'all both trying to make it do what it do. Let's see, your insecurities. Spiritual troubles, their insecurities, truth and justice. Mask off for you. Spiritual troubles. You can't run from yourself. You can't run from yourself. I'm reading these cards right now, shaking in my boots. Because, honey, who you think I see? And the other person is like, yep, that's what it looked like. And I still want you. I still want you. Okay, this how you think it can, this is your solution. This is what you think the solution to y'all. This is what you think the joint solution is. Sorry, my brain got fogged right then and there. This is what you think the joint solution is. Fertility and fruitfulness. Although, you see the underside is luxury. And that's why this person over here is burning out. Because you cost a lot. Dang, you bullshit. For real, for real. And what they feel the ultimate solution is divine comfort. Okay? Because mind you, they don't mind doing all of this that it takes to satisfy you, to please you. They just need to be able to keep up. They just need to be able to keep up. This person might need to meditate and pray. They need a prayer life. They need to read their Bible or something, because you can't really find rest if you ain't seeking no spiritual, guidance. If you don't have some type of philosophy that you can adhere to, it doesn't really soothe your brain. But that is what this person is ultimately seeking, divine comfort, while they're in a relationship with you. Anyways, that's all I got for Heaven and Hell Tarot and Oracle for this Lovers spread. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope it resonated. And please leave a comment, like, subscribe, whatever we do on YouTube. Until next time, bye.